Hi guys, Don here, and now it's time for a FNAF 2 movie review that does have spoilers. Now, I'm not going to go over the entire movie, just things that did not expect, as, you know, you never know what you're going to get when it comes to FNAF. So, with the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie, we have William Afton introduce welcoming everyone to the show, and, getting the show going, we see the original location, in all its glory, kids having fun, eating pizza, having a party, playing games, and we meet Charlotte and Charlie, who is waiting for the marionette to arrive for this trapdoor on the stage, as we know for the trailer. That's where she comes through. At least, that's where Charlie ends up. And so we see Charlie. She's been invited there for a birthday party, but I think it was out pity, and she's not in the best mood. Vanessa does do her best to cheer her up. They're friends, so it's understandable. And when Charlie sees a boy being lured away by Spring Bonnie, who we know is Afton, I don't blame her for getting frustrated when no adults would listen to her, because she went to several different parents asking for help, that someone was in trouble, and they all gave her the brush off. And sadly, they did that, aiming back in 1982 when this cold opening takes place. The year I was born. Interesting, huh? Was not expecting it to be 1982. But yeah, so Charlie does save that boy's life, but she ends up dying, and her soul becomes one with the marionette. Makes it the only animatronic in the whole place to be possessed. Because apparently the marionette can control the other animatronics through a wireless connection, which is actually unheard of back then, because we didn't even have the internet back in the 80s. I should know. I grew up during the 80s. They didn't start having internet till about late 90s, early 2000s. So, yeah. But yeah, so was not. Yeah, and of course I was surprised to learn that Aunt Jane is actually still alive, but she's been committed because she's been spreading stories about what happened. And while no one's believed her, people have regained an interest in Fazbear Entertainment. So we're gonna have Fast. And currently Mike's managed to get himself a decent job because he and Abby are living in a new house, and Jeremiah, his old co-worker from the mall, from doing mall security, is helping out. And Abby is in middle school, so takes place 2 years after the events of the first movie. So it's 2002. Vanessa's out of her coma, but she's not back to work yet, so that means she's still on medical leave. So there's that. And Abby is taking a robotics class at her middle school, and Mr. Berg, played by Blaine Knight, is a jerk. He discourages her from taking part in the science fair. He wants everyone to attend. Talk about a jerk. Teachers are supposed to encourage their students, not discourage them. So I'm not sad to see him get killed off, because, that's what happens. You see him get attacked by Toy Chica in the trailer. Yeah. Yeah, but the animatronics can't leave the location at the moment. They're inactive. Till Michael Afton, posing as a security guard, invites this trio of paranormal investigators to the original location to look around. And Lisa hears the music box, tracks it down, and turns it off, which was the biggest mistake she could ever make. And surprisingly gets possessed by the marionette, which I did not expect. And one of the guys gets killed by these marionette plushies that dropped into the river from the old river ride. And I was not expecting them to have like the mini ballerinas from the sister location. And the other guy, well, he gets torn apart literally by mangled. So you don't see it happen, but you see the aftermath, which is bad enough. And Michael Afton managed to barely get out, and he only could because there's a barrier program in place that prevents the animatronics from leaving the location, or else they'll power down and just come to a stop. Sorry, seeing they're appearing on screen. So yeah. So essentially, I was not expected to, and I wasn't definitely not expected to see Circus Baby when Vanessa, through a dream, confronted her father. Was not expecting to see Circus Baby either. And it turns out the wizards that we do see later on are prototypes, so they predate both the toy animatronics and the ones used at the franchise location, which we do revisit a few times, especially for Abby to get the fast talker. And our favorite animatronics do resurface to save them from Michael Afton, Vanessa's brother. So, but yeah, reasons why we didn't see them sooner, they've been keeping William Afton's soul contained in the back of the franchise location. But he's been found, and he's now going to be Springtrap in the next movie, because I'm positive there's going to be a third. When I said Freddy 3 is going to be a reality. Yeah, I did not expect Vanessa to get possessed by the marionette, so yikes. And honestly, I can't blame Charlie for being angry at adults. They would not listen to her, so I feel sorry for her. I don't hate her. And Emily did give some good advice to Mike, so it'll be interesting to see what will happen in the next movie. Like I said, just certain things. Not a full review about the movie, just certain stuff. But yeah, so that's my review about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So as always, like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Ping that notification bell so you don't miss out when I upload new content. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye for now.